As Canada's hurricane season comes to an end, a company in Nova Scotia is pioneering a more sustainable and weather-resistant method to build houses. JD Composites builds houses, docks, sheds and roofs out of a patchwork of panels made of recycled water bottles. They say their method is more efficient, better for the environment, and that their houses can even withstand Category 5 hurricane-level winds. So joining us this morning from McEwen, Nova Scotia, is the co-founder and president of JD Composites, David Solonier. Welcome to your morning.
Good morning to you. Thanks.
So how does this process for building homes out of this material work?
It's basically we're using 100% recycled water bottles and laminating them with fiberglass skins and then joining it all together and making a monolithic home out of recycled materials. Yeah, so it's basically what it is. It's a SIP panel made out of composites.
Yeah.
And very resistant to weather and very strong and lightweight.
Listen, how did you and your co-founder start this company? What inspired you?
The direct inspiration, I guess, came from my mother, who replaced a wooden deck at her house 3 times since 2007. And I was a commercial boat builder at the time, and I was realizing the advantages of composite construction on the water, which was really resistant to weather and hurricanes and all that stuff. So I just decided to bring it on land and trying to benefit from composites and boat building methodologies on land and try to turn things around and give people something that might last a bit longer, especially in our moist climate. And, you know, the weather seems to be getting worse. So I think it's high time we start bringing in better ways, maybe, you know, if you're going to be putting all your money into a house, you might as well get one that lasts maybe longer than others when it comes to maintenance and energy efficiency. So yeah, that's basically what inspired me.
Well, it's energy efficient. Apparently, it goes up faster. It's a shorter build time. But we've had a lot of conversations with people out in Atlantic Canada. They faced a lot of extreme weather events in the past few years. Are your houses weatherproofed against water as well as high winds? Talk to me a bit about the testing you do.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, as a boat builder, we know all about preventing water from destroying the build. So I basically brought fiberglass skins and 5-pound density recycled polyethylene terephthalate, which is PET plastic, and came up with an impervious panel that resists water. It's a closed cell foam. It's not able to absorb water. It's inorganic, so it's resistant to mold. Nothing is mold proof. If it's damp enough and hot enough, you will get mold growing on anything, but you will not have anything start to deteriorate this panel. All you need to do is protect it against UV, which we do with paints. And yeah, it is resistant to water.
And you've done testing on winds in labs, I understand.
Yes, we had a lab out of Mississauga, did third-party testing for us, and they actually maxed out their machine. They were unable to break the panel, and they ended up maxing out at the equivalent of 326 miles per hour, and they're estimating the panel would fail between 400 and 500 miles per hour. That's just a result of the laminating and the thickness of our values that we had to build. Those strengths were a result of how we had to build this panel anyway to make it work. So we were really pleased with the result.
Yeah, I imagine that you were. Listen, you are from this part of the country. You live there. You work there. What are you most hopeful about?
I'm hopeful that the next generation, and I'm already seeing this, the 19-year-olds, the 23-year-olds that see this build, they absolutely want to build a house with recycled materials and try to save Mother Earth, and at the same time get a good investment on their home. So it's a combination of 2 things. That's what I'm hoping happens.
And it all started from boat building in your mom's deck. David Solonier, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.